Few things are faster than a speeding train, except maybe these good Samaritans who stepped in to help people who found themselves on the tracks. A commuter in New York risked his life to save a man sprawled out on the track at a downtown subway station. But Jonathan Kulig says he knew exactly what to do when he saw the man fall onto the tracks from the other side of the station.
Oh my gosh.
I had to walk over 2 rails, that 3rd rail, and then the 3rd rail on this side, and then these 2 tracks.
The 3rd rail is electrified and deadly. But Kulig says he had just received special training on how to safely walk across train tracks from his job. When he reached the man in distress, he lifted him up onto the platform. 1 minute before the train arrived. But would he be so brave in the future?
No hesitation. Well, I'd look to see if the train's coming first, and then
Okay. An 89-year-old woman in New Jersey thought she could make it across the tracks before the train came. But she was cutting it too close for 2 witnesses who got nervous when they saw the warning gates come down and the elderly woman still trying to cross the road. One man rushed to help her make it all the way across, and another ran over to assist. Saddlebrook police say no one was injured thanks to these brave helpers. When a visually impaired man fell onto train tracks in Atlanta, Georgia, commuters banded together to save him. A bystander took this video at the 5 Point station as 2 men jumped on the tracks to lift him while 2 women tried to pull him the rest of the way up. By the time transit employees came to help, the man was safely back on the platform and the 2 rescuers were on their way. The city applauded these good citizens for making sure no one was seriously injured that day. This rescue was truly a close call. A woman was stumbling on the train tracks at a station in Melbourne, Australia, wearing a bra with no shirt. She reached out for a person on the platform to help her, but with the train approaching, transit workers ran to pull her off the tracks with just seconds to spare.
I guess we were lucky enough to be able to grab her in time.
If you thought that was close, check out this save in the Bay Area. With the train barreling into the station, a man slips onto the tracks with the train just feet away. Lucky for him, transportation supervisor John O'Connor was quick to help.
Saw the headlights of the train, didn't think he was going to make it, so I just grabbed him and pulled him out.
O'Connor was able to pull the man up onto the platform just in the nick of time. 1 second later, and both of them could have been seriously injured. But O'Connor says he believes it was all meant to be.
I'd like to think that anybody else standing there would have done the same thing. God put me there for a reason, right? I guess.
Susan Wenzel and her daughter Katie were visiting Atlanta for a weekend getaway when a man violently pushed Susan onto the tracks, knocking her unconscious.
I heard the horn. That's what I heard, so I knew the train was coming in.
Katie jumped in to help, repositioning her mom in the middle of the tracks, and then laid down beside her, hoping the train would just pass over them. After the train stopped on top of them, Susan was able to crawl out from underneath and sit on the rail. She suffered minor injuries, but Katie was seriously injured. The train caught her necklace and almost killed her.
It yanked it and cut, just missing her windpipe, just missing her carotid artery.
Despite everything, Katie says all the pain was worth it.
I just did what any other daughter would have done for a mother that they absolutely love.
For InsideEdition.com, I'm Mara Montalbano.